Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you, especially those of you who are regular viewers, and also a warm welcome to those who are new to my channel. And for those who are new, I channel direct from Source through my soul connection being in Source, and it's through the osmosis of your soul sitting within Source is where I am directed that the messages will pan out for those who need to hear them. And this may not be for everyone, but it is for those who actually need them, because it is a collective reading. It's not an individual one. However, you may find the answers to what it is that you are looking for throughout the video. And this is Friday. I'm filming this on, and this one, second deck of cards, runs the whole week, Monday to Friday. That's what I've been instructed by Spirit. So it's an ongoing reading. The whole week is a single reading, broken down into many compartments. Excuse me one moment. Sorry about that. What's going on? The energies that are rising up and people are having to deal with. Some of it comes from the astrology alignments. I am not an astrologer, so do please look out sort of where you sit with that and find somebody who has been disciplined in that area. And also, they are saying, to relax and let us go into the weekend, because I don't do the readings over the weekend. But this is going to be quite an interesting weekend, because we've gone through the eclipse, the new seed planting, and we are at a point where Venus has gone direct and Mercury is going retrograde, but Mars doesn't kick into Aries until I think it's Monday. So they say, please check this out. It's not the exact science. I am not, as I said, an astrologer, but we are looking at the energies, and they do affect us so very much on this earth plane. Many of the stars are actually in their wrong location. That has caused much of the havoc over the Piscean age here and the age before that. And this is all linked to the 600,000 year Star Wars event that went on beginning in Lyra, and the destructions of many peoples and planets and systems, and the controlling and regrouping of the star systems and heavens. And we are under this this umbrella, this garden, as in the Garden of Eden. We are hiding away from the bombardment of what is out there in the heavens, and not the Garden of Eden, which was the universe where we came from, or this lineage, not all of us came from, before it sunk into this particular level of density, the 72nd level of density. And they're saying, without further ado, we're going to go into the cards. The energies are going to change on Monday, so this is really a sitting back, enjoying the weekend, and to... they said I haven't shuffled them enough. Okay, we'll go for another shuffle. I did shuffle them prior to. This is going to be a weekend to relax and to enjoy good company, is what they're saying, in whichever form that pans out for yourself. Expect the unexpected in a positive way, simply because it's going to be the last time that you're going to actually sit and dream and look at where your action has taken. This is the Mars being the Piscean, the wishy-washy, no action, but just literally... they're showing me like in a washing machine. It's the rinse cycle going over and over and over again, and this is the last time before you will be going on this particular occasion, before you'll feel drawn next week to take on an action. So do enjoy it, and do spend time to literally spring clean the corners of your mind. For those of you more advanced, you probably will have already done your inner housework. So you can sit and relax and to enjoy, but we are all on different stages of the journey of the awakening on this planet, and there may be new members that you can recognise that are only at the beginning. We're not all at the same stages. So they may be at the third dimension, now trying to go through the passage of the fourth dimension, get to the fifth dimension, or indeed those who are in the fifth dimension coming through our vibration that we're holding open to the sixth into the seventh dimension way of being. So do be aware of those around you, and they need to find their own way through, but just be in the moment of yourself, and they can observe you to give them some ideas to what they're trying to obtain within their own inner self. That doesn't mean to say that you need to take action. You can't take another person with you, but by shining and being who you are, that way you can encourage others to join you on this journey, with our own journey. Right, let us have a look. Rescue. 16, which equates to 7 for those who are into numerology. Again, although I'm vaguely aware of it, I am not into numerology. There's various numbers, depending upon where you are at. But there is a 7 is often at the point of deciding where you're going to go next. And many of you have been looking for somebody or something to come along and rescue you from where you are at. This is not going to be happening. This is purely you rescuing yourself. And you can only do that by ensuring that you have travel lightly, and anything that emotionally that no longer serves you, muddle thinking, wrong thinking, off-aligned thinking, leave behind so you can rescue yourself into the higher vibration of who you are, to give you clear vision and clear hearing also as to where you are heading. And we will go on to the next one, which is 18, which breaks down to a 9. And this one has been coming up throughout the week. And we have again this magic stream. This is your forward movement. You're flowing with what your soul energy is bringing to you. We're looking at the rainbow. The rainbow is crossing bridges from one state of being into the next state of being. And also we have this bird here. We will refer to it as a stork, but this is not. It's more like an egret. But this is the fishing for new ideals, the fishing for the new beginning in the pool of where everything begins, to be able to go on further. And in the form of a stork, they are traditionally linked to the bringing of new life. Your new life of your new project into your way of going. But we are at the beginning of the stream, the fountain of where all this is bubbling up. What has been within your heart that has come through, this poured through from your soul to give you the wisdom of moving forward. How do you actually bring what it is that you have into the outer world? And by just literally accepting and avoiding the dangers of being caught for food for somebody else, you will be able to navigate downstream, heading for the great sea. They are pointing to the moon and saying that we are still carrying the energies or going through the energies of the eclipse. And there is the one more to come, which is the full moon. I think we have about another week to be able to get to that level. However, this is about clear seeing as to what you have been foolish to hold on to, because the wall has been pulled over your eyes to accept you being pulled off your true north, your true direction, and to follow the north of somebody else for their own agenda. We will carry on, and we have 12, which equates to 3, slow and steady. And we have here the snail's pace that we are travelling. And as we're travelling forward, remember that we are just at the beginning of where the spring has occurred. The spring of the wealth of the inner knowledge has occurred within you, and you are literally finding your way within the beginning of your journey, your beautiful journey. This is the difference between the old world that you have rescued yourself on, and you jump timelines to be able to start to weave your magic in life. And a slow approach, even though that we got next week, we got Mars going into Aries, which is action, fire, forward movement, it is still advisable to be cautious and to tread steadily, because we have Mercury that's in retrograde, which means to say any document, any bit of understanding, you really do need to look at it at least 3 times to fully understand it, and preferably not to go there until after the My Messenger Mercury has turned direct again. But if you do have to go there, go slow and steady and read, absorb and understand, but not just from the mind, from the heart. What is your inner child saying about this piece of document? And only then, when you have brought the tri into your being, that is you, your physical, your inner child, and your soul, and you are the trinity of you, and you have aspects to the wisdom of all 3 within you, do you proceed forwards. This is the greater knowledge, the greater wisdom. And we have here intention. It's a 22, which is a master number. And here we have the symbol of the owl, the wise part of yourself, and the egg, which is the intention, the new dreaming, the new direction in your new timeline, and you're letting go the seeds of your intention to plant out into your new world with your new community. You are poised on the top of your new inner creation as to what you're going to release out into the world. However, we are still at a time of Mercury retrograde, slow and steady, at the fountain of your new stepping out into the world. So, like this owl has not released the seeds from this dandelion, others are out there, yes, but yours will eventually join, but only when you are ready to do so. It is not this weekend. This weekend you still need to go through the rescuing of seeing if there's anything, however slight, that you have not dealt with, and deal with it. Make sure that you cross the T's and dot the I's, is what they're saying, within your own inner intention, not the outer world just yet. And we go on to the next one, And this one again has come up, which is 23, which is a 5. And this is Golden Palace. And being underneath the rescue, you are your own rescuer, and your journey is into your heart center. And in your heart center, you will find your own Golden Palace. You are sitting with a core of gold. And it is through your core of gold that you can use your direct connection through Source to connect with Mother Earth's core, which is a base metal. Understand this. You hold the gold. Just by watching this, you would not be watching this video if you did not have a core of gold. You are quite capable, and that is why you have been invited and accepted to come here to enhance Mother Earth's own core. I believe it's an iron core. Some of the scientists say, I'm not a scientist, do research, but you are here to assist Mother Earth to transform. And not by going through the root system, that is not for you. You only do that by connecting to the trees and allowing the trees, whoever that you are harmonizing with, to be able to connect through that method. Your method is from your heart center to Mother Earth's heart center. And that is the purest, wisest way for you to connect with Mother Earth. And we'll go on to the next one. And this is number 49, which adds to a 13, which is 13 is, in my understanding, is the keystone, the completion to be able to walk through the portal to the next stage. And we are at the beginning of this journey, this next journey, having completed what lies behind us. And this is a talisman. And your talisman is actually within you. Your golden palace sits within the core of your being. This is you. It cannot be removed from you. This is the power of who you are. The controllers have devised a way of shutting you down from accessing your core, your golden core. However, it is still there. And it is only by journeying and resetting yourself so that you sit within the core of the essence of your heart center will you truly understand that you are your own talisman. You are the person to rescue you and the planet as well. But only by being you to allow others to discover for themselves the magical pool that starts the journey of the stream into a different timeline to the old one that they have been in. And we'll go on to the next one. And we have the wishing well. The wishing well has come up before. And actually I'll take one more card and then I can put those away. Give us more room on the table. And we have here 48, which equates to a 12, which means to say that the keystone has not been achieved. There is something that needs to be dealt with. And we are looking at the wishing well, the wishing for the magical way of being that is eluding us, entrance into the pool. And we want access into our own magical pool. But we are hiding behind the mask of non-truth. That means to say our true north has been sabotaged and we have accepted another person's true north or another group of beings controlling us through keeping us off our true being, and we have called for rescue, but they will not rescue you. That is their purpose, to have you stuck. So the rescue will bypass you because you are your own rescuer, and you need to understand the power of what you have within. And we'll go on to the last card. And here, this about sums up ready for this weekend. 46, which is a 10, which is not a completion. It is about coming apart. And we have done the journey through the Venus retrograde in the twins of Gemini. And it is stationing now and going direct. It did a few days ago. But it still has journeying to do, I believe. I might need to be checking within the sign of Gemini. And what is actually happening is coming apart, leaving the mask behind, leaving what no longer serves us, because it's somebody else's dreams and it is not our dream, and understanding what needs to go. Okay, they've gone quiet on me, so I believe they're saying the message has been delivered, what needed to be said. So I will honour that, and I will look at where we need to go from here. And we'll go over to the divine doorways, or divine door, should I say. And we have 1. They're saying we needed 3 more. Okay, let's see what they're going to bring. Are they going to fly out, or are we going to actually... Yep. 1, 2, 3. We've got the 3. Okay, that's good. Right, okay. And we will start with this one, which we've had this week. And this is about the door is opening to be able to step through and claim the different keystones for each of the archways. Now we are looking at the basic elements of water, fire, earth, and air. And we only have 3 according to this. We need to look to be able to get the 4th one. So we're not quite there. However, we have come along considerably on our journey, and we have the double doors to go through, which means to say there's decisions here. They're using this card to explain there's decisions. Which door are you going to take next? Are you going to remain with the mask, or are you going to seek out your own magical pool with your tri of you, your inner child and your soul? And we have the 2 here. What is being left behind, which is conformity to society, or stepping forward in your own truth of who you are. This is a powerful message, and this meaning of this card, because they do change, is interesting. You have the 3 figures looking over which decision, which doorway you're going to choose, and the 3 figures representing you in your physical body, your soul, and your inner child. And let us turn the card they're saying. Jude's song, a reminder forever the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest places. And this is choosing wisely, to choose to go and sit within the pool that begins the magical stream, the new way of you. It doesn't matter what you have been through. The fact that you are still here today on this earth plane means to say that you have a very strong and powerful being. The ones who have the brightest gold are the ones that are targeted the most to make themselves feel as though they are hopeless, lost, of no use. That is deliberate, but you know within that that is not you. The centre take from the bottom. Okay, we've had this one before again. And we have here being the window, and they're saying being lit from above. And what does that mean? That means to say that when you go above, you have been locked out from the inner circle of the controlling kingdom. You do not have a means of entering where they are, but as you can see, it's a very dark place. They are coming from a very dark place. Card meanings change. It's what is channeled through. And this is the meaning that they want to express today. That there is a lot of darkness, a lot of decision that is not in your best interest. And they're saying to turn the card. Intuition, simple, complex, words of pain, or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way that it feels. And we will look at it again. And there is one aspect that has caused a great deal of pain and led you away so that you do not speak your truth. What decision are you now going to take in this moment of cleansing, as in the eclipses, out of your soul that is no longer beneficial to you? This is a very cleansing weekend. Take it slowly and enjoy it. And the next card is, we have here a place, a ruinous place, disrepair. And this is what has come of where many of you have gone and found that your worth is absolutely not taken. Your gold is not recognised within. But you know you hold the beauty and the bounty of the richness that can overcome the problems here on the earth plane just by being you. You don't have to do anything massively different other than being you and showing your true light of who you are. And the last one we have is this being in the jungle. What was a structure long ago? And we have a traveller here of an order, one who holds a spiritual pathway and is at the threshold and has stepped through to see what the ancients once held pure within their heart. This is a deep ancestral linkage, and I'm not talking the old, I'm talking the ancient dreaming. Linking back to even before these structures came about. Often structures, even back in those days, were built on a power energy, a vibration that the buildings wished to enhance for their own means. But the problem was they adhered to the old dream and not the ancient dreaming. This is where we need to understand the wisdom of the ancient dreaming and not the wisdom which does not exist. It's pure knowledge of the old dreaming. I'm going to leave that one with you for today, and I hope that that's been of benefit for you. If it's not, it is a message or messages for someone else, or it could be a time related issue, and you may need to come back to look, perhaps connect with some of the ongoing ones for this particular week. And do have a fantastic weekend, full of joy, full of reassessing and a pat on your back, because you're now leaving behind any tiny little residue that is not of your true north. Until we meet again, may your heart star shine brightly.